Inspire with Nendrix, the foundation.
Hey, Embracing Arms, how are you? I got another 5-minute quickie for you. Come into this space real quick. I want to talk to you about something. Nothing real serious, just had something on my mind. So come into this space really quick. Give me 5 minutes of your time. This is Dr. Hairston. I am the founder and president of Embracing Arms Incorporated. And so bringing to you another quick message. I know you guys are out there protesting and you are bringing some attention to another global pandemic, which is police brutality, which is not new, by the way. And I know that you're super passionate about it, and I know that for the most part, our young people are out here being as peaceful as they can. And just based on what I've been watching on the news and, video clips that have been sent to me, video clips that I've seen on Twitter, that for the most part is very peaceful. And it seems like it becomes a little difficult when the police officers show up, because again, we're talking about police brutality, and that's not stopping even in these protests. Like, I've seen police officers shoving women. One woman they shoved so hard that she had a seizure. And of course, when people are posting this, the first thing that they say is, "Oh, did you show the few minutes before that happened? That y'all didn't include that information? What did she do?" Well, they showed the few minutes before that happened, and all she was doing was standing there and yelling, doing what protesters do. And she didn't deserve to be pushed in the way that this police officer pushed her, almost 3 feet. 3 feet, and hit her head, and she later ended up having a seizure. Another police officer pushed a young lady who was pregnant, and she ended up losing her child. I mean, just because we're protesting doesn't mean that these police officers are going to be less aggressive. Now, mind you, as I mentioned in one of my posts before, I am a daughter of a police officer. I have lots of respect for law enforcement. One of my best girlfriends is a police officer, and my line sister, my soror. I mean, I have lots of respect for police officers, but you know what? There's still some bad seeds. They're going to do what they do because that's what they do. What I want to say to you is those people who are out there, especially our young people, we have a lot of young people out there voicing their concerns and protesting out there and risking their lives. I just want to say, be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Just because you're protesting doesn't mean that these police officers are going to act and be any different. And that's not to say all of them. So I'm not going to leave a blanket statement about all police officers, but be careful. We're all passionate about this issue. We're all emotionally connected to this. We are only 6 degrees separated from every person who's been impacted by this police brutality. I've had my own story about with that experience, and I'll share that sometime when I'm emotionally balanced enough to be able to share that story. But just be careful. We love you. We care for you. We want you to be able to exercise your voice, but watch yourself out there. Watch yourself. If you can, don't take your little ones out there. They're pepper spraying, and quite frankly, in Seattle, they was pepper spraying little kids. No one is immune to the ignorance. They don't care if you 2 feet tall or 12 feet tall. They're pepper spraying people. So make some strategic decisions about bringing your young ones out there to protest. Just be careful, people. Be careful. I'm not an advocate for tearing up businesses. I'm not an advocate for spray painting police cars. I'm not an advocate for turning cars. I'm not an advocate for that. So, I might get some, kickback because I'm not an advocate. I'm just not an advocate for that. But I am supporting those individuals who are out there voicing their concerns and saying it loud and saying it proud and walking through those streets and in peaceful demonstration. I'm a community psychologist. One of my things is to kind of identify those issues and find ways to mitigate those and bring those thought partners together and create a community of care together so that we could make some systemic change, some changes in policy, some changes that impact our system, and some changes that impact the environment. But just be careful. Be careful out there. All right. That's just my quick message to you. Fight the good fight. Stand tall. Watch yourself. Alrighty. So until our next time that I come to you, go out in the community and embrace someone. They're waiting on you. Continue to live your best life.
My Lacansa boy, this is my residence. My prescription boy, this is my medicine. The world can be sickening and living in house resemblance. Not to mention the media's effort to keep us in the most simplistic state of mind. No, it says